Hello, campers. Welcome to Story Time. Today we're going to read the story entitled Serena, the Littlest Sister. The story is by the author Carlin Gray. Let's get right into it. Serena stood in Arthur Ashe Stadium and kissed the trophy. The crowd roared. Her parents took pictures. Her sisters cheered. Serena kissing the trophy. The sisters and family. 13 years earlier, 4-year-old Serena jumped out of the family van in Compton, California, and followed her sisters. Big sister Venus, big sister Landrea, big sister Isha, and big sister Yetundi. Running past the playground and onto the public tennis courts, the girls pushed a shopping cart full of balls and carried rackets and brooms. Once clean, the courts were ready for the girls to practice. All of the sisters running towards the beach. Look at the ball, Serena, her father coached. Just swing. Using an adult-sized racket, Serena swung again and again. Her sisters cheered when Serena hit the ball, and they chased the ones she missed. Their father taught Serena and her sisters how to play tennis. He read books and watched videos, received donated equipment from tennis clubs, and made the sport a family activity. Because the donated balls were old, many had lost their bounce, but they used them anyway. After their father explained that it was good practice for Wimbledon, a Grand Slam tournament where the balls bounced lower because the tennis court was made of grass. On any special day, when they opened a new can of balls, the girls couldn't wait to smack them. Pop, pop, pop. There's Serena and her sister chasing after the tennis balls, and Serena returning them. At home, the girls made up a box ball game called Grand Slam, named after the 4 most important tennis competitions in the world. Serena and her sisters used their hands to hit a ball back and forth on sidewalk squares, pretending they were playing at the U.S. Open or the Australian Open. If they wanted to play the long courts of Wimbledon, they sprinkled grass on the squares. If they wanted to play the clay courts of the French Open, they scattered dirt. Serena loved winning their Grand Slams because, well, Serena loved being the star. When Lynn wrote plays for the girls to perform, Serena always played the princess. When Tundi and Isha experimented with new fashion looks, Serena modeled their designs. And when they all played card games, Serena declared herself the winner, even if she didn't actually win. Here they playing square ball. Here's Serena dressing up as a princess, a fashion star, and a card game winner. But Tundi, Isha, Lynn, and Venus could never stay mad at Serena. They were a circle of sisters, their bond unbreakable. In the evenings, all 5 sisters slept in one bedroom with 2 sets of bunk beds. Isha and Tundi were on the top beds, Lynn and Venus on the bottom beds, and little Serena wiggled in with a different sister each night. Over the years, their dad put up inspirational signs around the tennis court. They were never allowed to use the word can't. And their mom often told them, whatever you become in your head first. So the girls dreamed of what they could become. Tundi, a nurse, Isha, a lawyer, Lynn, a singer, and Venus and Serena, #1 tennis players. There's their father putting up some inspirational signs. One is read, believe it, achieve it. And there's Mrs. Williams, Serena's mom, with all 5 of her daughters. All the sisters liked tennis, but Venus hit harder, ran faster, and won. Reporters, coaches, and famous tennis players started to notice, especially when they saw her serve a ball at 100 miles per hour. Daddy, Serena pleaded, give me a chance. I want to play in tournaments like V. Not yet, her father said. You're not ready. But one day, 8-year-old Serena got an idea while playing office with her sisters. As they pretended to answer phones and shuffle papers, Serena spotted an application for one of Venus's tournaments. Serena quietly filled it out and mailed it. At the event, the girls' parents watched Venus compete on one court while Serena sneaked off to another. Picture Venus there and Serena here. And Venus playing while Serena is sneaking off to another court. As Serena played her first match, her plan was simple. Exhaust her opponent by running her all over the court. Her strategy worked, and Serena won the match. Then her father appeared at the back of the crowd. Serena prepared herself for punishment. Instead of being angry, her dad exclaimed, "Look at you! You won! You played great!" Then he started coaching her on how to play her next opponent. "You really think I can beat her?" Serena asked. Her dad assured her, "You can do anything." Serena won all her matches, moving up and up until she faced her big sister in the final match. In the changeovers, Serena whispered, "Venus, Venus, let me win a game." 10-year-old Venus ignored Serena and easily won the gold trophy. Although Serena left with silver, she kept eyeing that gold. "You know what?" Venus asked. "I've always liked silver better than gold. You want to trade?" Serena cherished that trophy. She always wanted to be like all of her sisters, especially Venus. They're playing against each other. And that's Venus asking Serena if she wanted to trade trophies. If Venus went somewhere, Serena followed. If they ate in restaurants, Serena ordered the same meal as Venus. And after Venus told a reporter, "I want to win Wimbledon," Serena said the exact same thing. "I want to win Wimbledon." Her father told her, "You're your own person, Serena. You don't have to do everything Venus does." The next time a reporter asked Serena, Serena said, "I want to win the US Open." But she still loved to copy Venus. Other people, however, didn't think Serena was as talented as her sister. One newspaper article claimed Serena would never be as successful as Venus because younger siblings never go very far in sports. Tunde took Serena aside. "Don't pay any attention to that article, Serena. You'll have your day, and it's going to be even bigger." Serena kept Tunde's words close to her heart. There's Serena copying Venus. And there's Serena's older sister, Tunde, giving her some advice. After a few years of tournaments, the Williams family moved to Florida, where Isha, Lynn, Venus, and Serena attended a tennis academy. Tunde stayed in California to go to nursing school. The sisters didn't like being separated, but their new life in Florida kept them busy with schoolwork and plenty of tennis. Here, the girls didn't sweep the courts. They were brand new rackets and unopened cans of balls everywhere. Many kids wore stylish tennis outfits, but none wore beaded braids like Serena and her sisters. The girls from Compton stood out on these courts, but so did their powerful strokes. Pop, pop, pop. They're the sisters with their beaded braids, and there they are with their powerful tennis swings. When Venus turned 14, she was allowed to play in professional tournaments, events where the prizes were big checks. And in her first match, Venus won. A year and a half later, Serena turned pro at 14, like Venus, but unlike Venus, Serena lost. So Venus and Serena started playing as doubles team. Playing with her sister, Serena felt stronger. Their motto was, if you can't do it for you, do it for me. By the time she turned 16, Serena had grown taller and more confident. She was ready to play on her own and in her own style. Serena wasn't as strong or as fast as Venus, so she angled her shots to win. After she fell off her skateboard one day, it hurt her wrist too much to hit a backhand. Instead, Serena ran around the ball and hit her forehand extra hard. Serena and Venus traveled the world, competing as doubles team and against each other. Whenever Serena and Venus played against each other in Grand Slams, the press called it a sister slam. But for the sisters, every slam ended with a hug. And at the 1999 French Open doubles competition, 17-year-old Serena and 18-year-old Venus won their first Grand Slam match. Before Serena's 18th birthday, she and Venus competed in the US Open, and the tournament Serena dreamed of winning. Her big sister Venus was a favorite to win, but to the crowd's surprise, Venus lost. It was Serena who won the match, and another match, and another match. When she reached the final, she faced the player who had knocked Venus out of the tournament. Now she's playing for two people, Venus said, as she watched from the stands above. This was the moment Serena had been training for since she was a little girl in Compton. I gotta go for it, Serena told herself. Pop, pop, pop. She smashed 8 aces, serves that her opponent couldn't even touch, and her fierce forehand earned her point after point. In the end, Serena won the tournament and became the first black woman to win a Grand Slam singles tournament in more than 40 years. Tunde had been right. You'll have your day. It's going to be even bigger. At the award ceremony, Serena looked up at her family. I would like to also thank my dad, my mom, she said, and all my sisters for all the support. Serena held the trophy up high as the loudspeaker boomed. Ladies and gentlemen, the 1999 US Open Women's Single Champion, Serena Williams. The crowd roared. Photographers flashed photos. And one of the many headlines of the day read, Little Sister, Big Hit. There's Serena hugging her dad and Venus clapping with the photographers in the background. And that's her holding up the trophy. The end. Thank you so much for joining me for story time. Look forward next time to where we have another book and another surprise. Have a good day.